Hey guys! So recently I made a post asking if you wanted me to show you different types of interfacing for corsets and other garments. And the answer was yes. So in this tutorial, I will be talking about these different types of interfacing, and I will also show you how the fabric feels, so you have a better understanding about interfacing. By the end of this video, you're going to be a pro. You guys ready? Let's get into this. So even though there are a lot of interfacing fabrics on the market, there are only three basic types. The main types of interfacing are woven, non-woven, and knit. They can be sew-in or fusible. Woven and non-woven are available in different weights. Each type of interfacing creates a different effect on the fabric. So here's a question you're probably asking yourself. What's the difference between woven and non-woven interfacing? Let's start with woven interfacing. It's a fabric that's woven together with threads similar to woven fabric. It's used to strengthen and support fabric and to add structure to projects. Here is a piece of cotton woven interfacing. As you can see, it rips like fabric, and these are the threads right here. In a little while, I will show you polyester woven, but for now, let me show you the non-woven interfacing. Non-woven interfacing is made of bonded fibers, is stiffer and feels more like paper. Non-woven interfacing is a good choice for some garments, crafty projects like bags, accessories, and home projects. Let me rip it so you can see what it looks like. This is how it looks once you rip it up. I don't use non-woven much, but if I'm making bags or if I'm making a garment that requires non-woven, then yes, I will use it. But most of the time, I use woven interfacing. Let me show you one more so that when you see it in the stores, you will recognize it immediately. This non-woven interfacing is a little thicker than the ones you just saw, and when you rip it up, this is what you will be pulling out. So this is the difference between woven and non-woven interfacing. Guys, non-woven interfacing is not good for corsets or bustiers. Do not use non-woven. It will make your corset or bustier look cheap and ugly. I'm just keeping it real. For corsets, woven interfacing is the best. The best woven interfacing for corsets or bustiers is cotton woven. Polyester interfacing can be woven or non-woven, and both types are used to add structure and support to garments. You can use polyester woven, but nothing beats cotton woven. How to cut the interfacing. The woven interfacing must be cut as fabric would, respecting the grain line, and the non-woven interfacing can be cut as it comes, in any direction. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into the good stuff. Let's start with woven cotton fusible interfacing. Here is Palette Shape Flex SF101. Every designer in the USA knows about this company. They carry all types of stuff for fashion designers, bag makers, and crafters, such as stabilizers, different types of interfacing for any garment, foam, and more. Palette products are really good. But when it comes to SF101, it's only 20 inches wide, and sometimes we need it to be wider for certain projects. It's also expensive if you don't catch it on sale. I usually buy the bulk on sale. Now, did you know there's other companies that sell wider interfacing and their materials are so good? I started to use these companies more, and by the end of this video, I think you will too. I'm going to start with three small companies. I want to shine some light on them first. I feel like these small companies should be talked about more. Then I will continue with the well-known companies. Let's start with this small company called Barb's Bag. So they have two different types of weights, woven fuse and woven fuse 2. Let me show you the texture. Here is the woven fuse. It's cotton woven. As you can see, it's fabric. This is the glue on the back. It has glue bumps. It feels soft, and it's like SF101, but it's 45 inches wide. This is how it looks once I interfaced it to fabric. As you can see, the quality is good. Next is woven fuse 2. This is cotton interfacing, and the back is different. It doesn't have the small glue bumps. It has a glue that's smooth and shiny, which I believe is HDPE coating. And if I'm right, then it's a really good interfacing. This coating helps maintain the shape of garments, providing stiffness and preventing wrinkles. I could be wrong about it having this coating, but it looks like it does. And this is how woven fuse 2 looks. As you can see, it's a little bit stiffer than woven fuse. I put them side by side so you can see the difference. You can tell that the woven fuse is lighter than woven fuse 2 because you can see the blue fabric through the interfacing more than you can see it on this one. So here's a closer look. They are both soft, but the glues are different. The woven fuse 2 will be stiffer. The second small company is from Wizardry, Stitchery, and Crafts. This company is so good. I mean, you guys have to see it for yourself. They have two types of cotton interfacing. One is called Cotton Soft and the other one is Cotton Firm. Let's start with Cotton Soft. As you can see, it's cotton. Here is the selvage and this is the glue. It has the smooth, shiny glue. This interfacing is soft, but it has some stiffness to it. And here is how it looks once I glued the interfacing to the fabric. Next is Cotton Firm. This one is super stiff. I want you to hear how stiff it is. As you can see, the back has a smooth, shiny glue. To be honest, I wouldn't use this for corsets. I think it's too stiff, but I would use this to make bags, for sure. Let me show you what I would use this for, okay? Here is an outfit I made. It's a bustier and a detachable peplum. I would use this interfacing for the peplum, and I would also use it for this, something that needs a super stiff interfacing. This interfacing is really made for bag making, so if I have any bag makers watching this video, then this interfacing is definitely for you. I have been told that it's a really good Decoville Light substitute, and they are right. I do have Decoville Light, but I would use this too. This is how you know it's cotton. Once you rip it, you can pull a piece of the thread out. So this is how they look once I interface them to fabric. I would definitely use the Cotton Soft for corsets or bustiers. In fact, I will use it for other garments too. And here it is side by side. Now this company has another product and is woven. It's called Poly Soft and Poly Firm. They said it's 85% polyester and honestly, it's really nice. Let me show you. Let's review the Poly Soft first. As you can see, it's soft and it has a smooth, shiny glue in the back. I must say I'm impressed. This polyester feels good. The difference between cotton and polyester is cotton will just rip apart, but polyester will give you hell. I know you guys know exactly what I mean. They are both woven, but they are not the same when it comes to ripping them apart. Polyester is a synthetic fiber. It's more durable and resistant to tearing and ripping. So if you try ripping polyester, it will make an ugly mess. This interfacing is woven, so if you cut it, then you can pull the threads out. Now let's check out the Poly Firm. It's stiff and has a smooth, shiny glue in the back. This is how stiff it is. So for the Poly Soft, I will use it for shirt collars, cuffs, plackets, and other garments. And for the Poly Firm, I will use it if I need something structured, like bag making. It will definitely make your bags look professional. Here it is, side by side. Next is the third small company. This is called EB Fuse. They have three types of cotton woven interfacing, light, medium, and heavy. They are 43 inches wide. Let's start with the light one. This feels soft and has glue dots in the back. It has a similar weight to Palin SF101. This is the medium weight. This one is going to give you a slightly stiffer feel than the lightweight. It will be thinner than the heavy, but slightly a tighter weave, so more crisp than the thicker heavyweight. This one is the heavyweight and it feels like fabric. It doesn't have the glue dots and it's not shiny. It has glue and it's smooth. It has a similar weight and feel to Decoville Light Stabilizer without the cost. It's thicker than medium but not as crisp or stiff. They are all good for corsets and bustiers. I use all of them, but my favorites are the light and heavy. This is how they look side by side. Next up is a company that's pronounced in different ways. Some people say Wywak and some people say Wywak. I buy a lot of sewing supplies from them. They sell their own type of interfacing. The brand is called Profuse Flexible. Let's check it out. So it's a 44-inch cotton woven interfacing and it has the glue dots in the back. It's similar to Palin SF101. This is how it looks once I interfaced it to fabric. Next is a company by the name of ThermoWeb and their interfacing is called Heat and Bond Soft Woven Fusible Interfacing. It's 100% cotton, it's soft, and it got the glue dots in the back. It's also similar to Pellin SF101. This one is the same size width as Pellin SF101, which is 22 inches. And this is how it looks after I interfaced it to fabric. Now let's get into the weft interfacing. This is completely different from cotton interfacing. What is weft interfacing? Fusible weft interfacing is a knit fabric, but it also has threads woven in between each stitching. This interfacing differs from other types of interfacing because it is sturdy like woven interfacing, but it's soft and has an elegant appearance like knit interfacing. It's often used for tailoring jackets, coats, and other garments. Weft interfacing can't be 100% polyester or a blend of viscose and polyester or rayon and polyester. Weft interfacing is not cotton interfacing, guys. I'm going to start with Pellin A60F Ultra Weft. As you can see, it's soft. This one is 85% rayon and 15% polyester. It has glue in the back. I don't use this one. If I'm making a coat, jacket, or something that wants a thin weft interfacing, then I will use it. But certain designs I make, I need it to be stiff. I will show you which ones I use soon. This is how it looks after it's interfaced to fabric. If you see that it's made with rayon and polyester, just know that it's going to be really soft and thin. Next is a company that I like to use. It's called Fabric Wholesale Direct. They sell the medium weight and the heavy weight. Let's look at the medium weight first. The medium weight is 75 GSM. It's soft, but it's not thin. It has glue in the back. This is how it looks after I interfaced it to fabric. I hardly use the medium weight. I use the heavy weight the most. This is the heavyweight, and here is a sample of the inside of a bustier I made. The heavyweight is 65% viscose and 35% polyester. It is thicker than the Pellin A60F Ultra Weft, and I noticed that viscose plus polyester is thicker than rayon and polyester. So now when I'm shopping for weft interfacing, if I want it thick, I will look for viscose and polyester, not rayon and polyester. So here is how it looks after I interfaced it to fabric. You can tell that the medium weight is lighter because you can see the yellow fabric right through the interfacing more than the heavy one. This is the one I use the most. Let me show you the sample. This is the lining of a bustier. As you can see, I made the bust cage. The interfacing I used on the bust cage is cotton woven. The body of the bustier has a drape and flexible look. I used the heavyweight weft interfacing from Fabric Wholesale Direct. So the question is, can you use weft interfacing for corsets? Well, yeah, you could, the heavy one. Now, would I use it? No, I wouldn't. I would only use cotton woven interfacing because of its superior strength, stability, and ability to maintain the shape of the corset. But I would use it for bustiers to get a little stiffness and still have some flexibility. And honestly, some professional corset makers don't even like to make corsets with fusible interfacing. Some like to use certain fabrics, and I will discuss that later on in the video. Next is the Heat and Bond Weft Fusible Interfacing. It's soft and has glue dots in the back. This interfacing is 80% polyester and 20% rayon. As you can see, it's thin. I would not use this weft interfacing for bustiers. Here is how it looks interfaced to fabric. The next type of interfacing is called Tricot Fusible Interfacing. What is Tricot interfacing? Fusible Tricot interfacing is a type of interfacing that is made from knit fabric. It's 100% polyester. It allows the fabric to maintain its natural drape and movement. It only stretches as much as the fabric it is fused to. It is used to stabilize areas like collars, facing, buttonholes, and hems. This interfacing looks similar to weft interfacing, but it's not the same. Let's start with the Heat and Bond Tricot interfacing. It's soft and has glue dots in the back. This is how it looks when you stretch it. It only stretches as much as the fabric it is fused to. When it's interfaced to woven interfacing, the woven interfacing will stretch a little on the cross grain. So that's how much the Tricot interfacing will stretch. This type of interfacing is not for corsets or bustiers. The next interfacing is called Buckram. Buckram can be used to reinforce fabrics in various applications, including clothing, bags, and other textile projects. Let's start with Pellin number 376. This one is the fusible Buckram. It's stiff and has glue dots in the back. Here it is interfaced to the main fabric. I like to use Buckram. You can use it for corsets, bustiers, hats, curtain pleats, and more. Next is palette number 375. This one is the Sew in Buckram. As you can see, it's stiff and it does not have glue in the back. You will have to sew this in. This is how it looks after you sew it to the main fabric and make it a one piece. So next is a fabric that corset makers like to use instead of fusible interfacing, and it's called Coutil fabric. What is Coutil fabric? It's a tightly woven durable fabric which was invented in the 19th century, often made of 100% cotton, specifically designed for corset making. It's known for its strength, stiffness, and resistance to stretching. It comes in a satin finish or more common herringbone weave. The herringbone weave prevents the fabric from stretching out of shape. You can use it for the main fabric, but it's often used as an inner layer of a corset, under a decorative face fabric like satin or brocade, and a comfortable lining. This fabric can be expensive, so here are some substitutes. It's cotton duck canvas and cotton twill. There are different types of cotton twill. There's drill, bull denim, chino, and gabardine. Here are some examples of cotton duck canvas. This canvas has different weights. This one is 11.5 ounces. This one is 15 ounces, 18 ounces, 21 ounces, and 24 ounces. They also have the 10 ounces in different colors like these. For corsets, the best weights is 10 to 12 ounces. The other ones are made for other projects. Next is cotton twill. Cotton twill is a durable fabric often used for pants, jeans, and other garments. Cotton twill has different weights. Lightweight is typically under 7 ounces. Medium weight is between 7 and 10 ounces, and the heavy weight ranges from 10 ounces and above. Next is drill. It's a heavy-duty twill fabric often made from cotton and used for jeans and other garments. This is bull denim. It's a special type of denim fabric which is more tough and sturdy than other denim fabrics. It's used for workwear and heavy-duty clothing. Next is chino. It's a lighter weight twill fabric often used for making pants and originally designed for military uniforms. And here is gabardine. It's a tightly woven durable twill fabric. You can use this fabric to create stylish and heavy-duty clothing. Next up is hair canvas. Hair canvas, also known as tailoring canvas, is a specialized interlining material used for garment construction, especially for tailored garments like jackets and coats. It has animal hair on it like goat or horse and other fibers. This is how the hair looks. It's all over the fabric. It's a fabric interfacing, meaning it's a material used between the outer fabric and lining of a garment to add structure and shape. Can you use this for a corset? Yes, you can use the hair canvas as a layer under the main fabric of the corset for added structure and support, but it's mainly for jackets and coats. If you found this video helpful, then please give this video a like and share it so it can help other creators become a pro when it comes to garment interfacing. If you want to learn how to sew a bustier, then tap on the screen right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to practice, practice, practice. Bye, everybody.